Hello everyone. Now today we are here to do an experiment from the class 10th chemistry. Aim of this experiment is to study the action of water on quicklime and also identify the type of the reaction involved. It is a type of combination reaction. Now let's discuss some theory related to this topic. In this activity what we are doing, we are mixing calcium oxide and water, and it will result in the formation of one product, that is a calcium hydroxide. In this reaction heat is also evolved, because in this reaction there are two reactant and only one product, so that's why it is known as the combination reaction. In this reaction heat is also evolving, so that's why it is also known as the exothermic reaction. It means here we can name this reaction in two forms: combination reaction and exothermic reaction. Let's start the activity. Material required to do this activity are test tube stand, calcium oxide, distilled water, straw, glass rod for the stirring, two empty beakers, funnel, red litmus paper, blue litmus paper, filter paper. Now let's start the activity. First of all, in an empty beaker I am adding some amount of the distilled water. Now I will observe the temperature of this distilled water by placing my hand at the base of this beaker. It is just normal. It means it is at the room temperature. Now I will add some amount of the calcium oxide in this water. Now I will stir calcium oxide and water. After that there will be the reaction between the calcium oxide and water. This will result in the formation of calcium hydroxide. Now again I will touch the base of the beaker. Now the temperature of the beaker from the base is greater as compared to the previous one. It means that heat is evolved due to the reaction between the calcium oxide and water. This proves that it is a exothermic reaction. Now I will do the filtration of this mixture with the help of the filter paper. I will take one filter paper. I will make the cone with the help of this filter paper. I will fold the filter paper to make a cone like this. Now I will keep three parts of the paper on one side and one part on the other side. Now I will adjust this cone in the funnel. Now in the other empty beaker I will collect the filtrate that I will get after the filtration of this mixture. Now I will stir it so that the filtration become fast. The residue of the fine particles will collect in the filter paper. Now see, I have collected the fine particles as a residue on the filter paper. The filtrate that I have collected in this beaker is calcium hydroxide. Now I will test the nature of this calcium hydroxide with the help of the litmus paper. For that, I am dipping blue litmus paper in this calcium hydroxide and observe the change in the color of the litmus paper. Now see that the blue litmus paper has not changed its color. It means that the calcium hydroxide is not acidic. Now I will observe the change on the red litmus paper. For that, I am dipping the red litmus paper strip in the calcium hydroxide. Now see that the red litmus paper has changed its color into blue. This proves that the calcium hydroxide is basic in nature. Now next, I will check the effect of the carbon dioxide on the calcium hydroxide. For that, I will take small amount of this calcium hydroxide in a test tube. Now I will blow air from my mouth into this calcium hydroxide that is in this test tube. Which air I will blow out from my mouth? It is carbon dioxide gas. It means I am blowing carbon dioxide gas in the calcium hydroxide. For the fast blowing, I am using this straw. Now I will blow the carbon dioxide in this calcium hydroxide. You have to blow this air very carefully so that the calcium hydroxide will not suck in your mouth. Now observe the color of the calcium hydroxide after blowing carbon dioxide. It is changed into milky. Initially it was transparent, but after blowing carbon dioxide in it, it has changed its color. It is turned into milky because due to the reaction between the carbon dioxide and calcium hydroxide, it has resulted in the formation of calcium carbonate, and calcium carbonate is milky in the appearance. It has small fine particles of the white color precipitates which has turned calcium hydroxide into milky. Conclusion of this activity is that when the calcium oxide react with the water, it will result in the formation of the calcium hydroxide. It is a type of the combination as well as exothermic reaction. Calcium hydroxide is basic in nature because it has changed the red litmus paper into blue, but it has not affected the blue litmus paper. When in calcium hydroxide we blow carbon dioxide, then it will result in the formation of the calcium carbonate which has the milky in the appearance. I hope this activity is clear to you and you have enjoyed it a lot. Thank you so much.